Well, hello everyone, this is Cesar. I know, long time no see, right? A lot has been going on in the family, overseas, and well, among many things, one of the things that have happened is that we have moved from our former place to a new place, a smaller one, because the old place was too big for just these very small families, wife, dog, and cat, right? And this is where I am now recording, right? So we have had to move, set up everything, well, a lot going on, so I'm telling you. And also a lot going on at the family overseas, not very good news, but that's life, right? By the way, we're still in Miami. The idea is that when we moved and the guitar cases came, this guitar showed up. And this is a Takamine G Series. It's an entry series Takamine. You have seen it in my channel, but for whatever the reason it is, it was like totally forgotten, stored at the lower level in the former place. So now when it has shown up, I mean, I'm gonna recover it, because for the price that this guitar has, by the way, this model is not in production anymore, but the G series of Takamine is. It is a fantastic guitar and it plays beautifully and it sounds beautifully. On top of that, it has some sentimental, I would say, personal value, right? Because I got this guitar when I was working for professional reasons in Egypt, in Cairo, and all my guitars were stuck at the customs, right? And it took a lot to clear customs. So I was in need of a guitar for playing. I didn't bring anything with me. So we went to a local shop there in Cairo, and this was the best we could find there, right? I remember that the shop was very close to Tahrir Square. I don't know if it is still there. I mean, I'm talking about 2011. Yeah, we spent a couple of fantastic years working in Egypt. Well, anyway, so we are gonna work on the guitar. I mean, first of all, we are gonna get rid of the old strings that are totally rusty and in a very poor condition. The guitar itself is in a very poor condition, but we are gonna recover it. But the video is not gonna be about all of that you can see in my channel, a lot of setups, a lot of whatever, restrings, etc. We are gonna talk about truss rods, because I've seen a very, in my honest opinion, a very stupid discussion in YouTube about dual action truss rods versus one-way truss rods, and this is what we are going to talk about in this video. We are going to talk about truss rods, and we are going to show you, especially if you are a beginner, that you don't have to fear the truss rod of your guitar, right? We are going to talk about the differences between the one-way and two-way truss rods, so the single action truss rod versus the dual action truss rod. This guitar has a dual action truss rod, and we are going to tell you what are the advantages that the two-way truss rods have versus the one-way truss rods. So stay tuned. So now, in a very simple way, and maybe rudimentary way, I'm going to try to explain to you how a one-way truss rod works and how a dual action truss rod works, okay? Now, imagine that this is the neck of your guitar, and your truss rod is totally loose. It does not produce any pressure on the neck, and you don't have the strings on your guitar, okay? So, without the strings and with your truss rod totally loose, in an ideal world, this should be straight, okay? That's the neck of your guitar. When you put the strings, it's gonna bow like this, okay? I'm exaggerating, of course, and then to correct that bow, you can tighten your truss rod, okay? Fine. Up to the moment when you get the relief that you want in the neck of your guitar. That's how a single action truss rod, a one-way truss rod, works. But what happens if, without tension, without string tension, and with the truss rod totally loose on your guitar, so not producing any pressure on your neck has this condition? what we call back bow. What happens? Once you put the strings on, it may correct a little bit, but it's going to still probably keep a little bit of a bow, or maybe close to be straight but without any relief. In a dual action truss rod, you can also produce relief in this direction. You can bow more the neck in the right direction, let's say, okay? So, again, truss rod totally loose, no string tension, ideal word, straight neck, under string tension bows, and then with your one-way truss rod, between inverted commas, the only thing you can do is tighten the neck, okay? With the dual action truss rod, you can correct conditions like a slight back bow, creating additional bow on your neck, okay? And that is not possible with a single action truss rod, with a one-way truss rod. This is one of the reasons why I much rather prefer having dual action truss rods than single action truss rod. Okay, now back to our Takamine, and I'm going to show you how can you know if the truss rod that is installed in your guitar is a one-way or a two-way truss rod. It is very simple. Initially, you loosen your truss rod until the point where you feel that it disengages totally, and this is the case. Now the truss rod is totally loose. You are going to feel it. It's very simple because you are not going to feel any resistance, right? It's going to kind of turn like this. And now you continue loosening the truss rod in small bits. And normally, if it is a dual action truss rod, when you give it a complete turn, it will re-engage again. And here it has happened. You can feel the resistance again. So it is a dual action truss rod. It's a two-way truss rod because it engages again in this direction. You will see. Now, in a one-way truss rod, you will find that it does not engage again when you keep on loosening the truss rod. And this is the way you can decipher the conundrum of the type of truss rod you have installed in your guitar. Well, we are going to continue working in our Takamine. I don't think I'm going to show you the entire process on a video because you have seen it a million times, even on my own channel, right? If there is anything that I think can somehow be a little bit special, I will let you know. Now, the idea was to discuss about the dual action truss rod versus the one-way truss rods, right? Honestly speaking, it's beyond me why companies keep on putting one-way truss rods in their guitars. I mean, for example, Gibson, right? I know that the Gibson fanboys are gonna kill me now. Anyway, why is it that companies keep on putting one-way truss rods on their guitars? Is it tradition, for example, in Gibson's case? Is it cost? Funnily speaking, most of the guitars that are coming from overseas are coming with dual action truss rods, right? In my honest opinion, a dual action truss rod is a better truss rod than a one-way truss rod, honestly speaking, right? And the other thing that I wanted to discuss in the video is you have to lose the fear, right, of manipulating the truss rod. I remember that when I started many years ago playing guitar, I was terrified at the beginning of touching the truss rod because I thought that I could break my guitar. Nothing is going to happen to your guitar if you do it carefully, and there's no reason for you to send your guitar to any specialist if the only thing the guitar needs is a truss rod adjustment. See you very soon in my next video, and up to that moment, please play your guitars, have fun, and be good. Bye.